Hi, and welcome to my video about gut health and healing your gut. So, I know you're thinking, I'm in a hormone class. What does my gut have to do with it? But honestly, all of our hormones and our chemicals our body uses are either processed in our gut or made in our gut or have some communication with our gut. So, this is super important, and hormone health, hormone imbalance, and gut issues are almost always connected. So, let's talk about things that harm our gut. Any sort of processed, ultra processed foods, fast foods, fake sugars, alcohol, and the highly laden pesticide covered foods will harm our gut. They will kill off the good bacteria that our gut has inside or makes inside, and they'll also make it an inhospitable place for good gut bacteria. The problem with that is not just that it's killing off the good bacteria, but also when we lose that good gut bacteria, we get an overabundance of bad gut bacteria, and then our bad gut bacteria actually wants to be fed those same bad things over and over again. So then we get cravings for those same bad kinds of food. So it's really a dangerous place for our gut to be in, to be taking in a large amount of ultra processed foods, what some people might call junk food or cheat food. That needs to be absolutely to a minimum. And in our program for this 12 weeks, we're going to try to eliminate it altogether. And then later, once your gut has healed and your hormones have balanced out, you can add that in a little at a time if it's something you really crave and really it's like really important to you to be able to have once in a while. But hopefully, once you get all those good gut bacteria back and your gut start healing, you won't actually crave those things anymore, and so you'll never have to put them back in your life. Okay, so another thing that happens is if we have had a high antibiotic use, if we have taken the birth control pill or other medications, acid blockers, different things like that, those also disrupt or kill off our good gut bacteria. Anytime we lose a lot of good gut bacteria, we will get an overabundance of bad gut bacteria. When that happens for a long period of time, there's something that used to be jokingly referred to as leaky gut, but that's really what it's referred to now. It's also known as intestinal permeability, but leaky gut has become an accepted term even in the mainstream medical world, even though some mainstream medical doctors still don't want to believe that it exists, but it is a fairly common term to hear. So leaky gut is when our gut has these little fingers, like finger-like nodules inside of it. They're microscopic. They're designed to taste what passes by and take in the good stuff and send out signals when there's something bad that is in our gut. Well, when we have bad bacteria in our gut or certain parasites, toxins in our gut environment, those little fingers that are super important to helping us to create, that's where a lot of our immune system comes from. That's where we reproduce hormones and enzymes to digest our food and hormones to help our female reproduction cycle. Those get damaged and they can die. And so then that leads to a whole host of other problems like food sensitivities, food allergies, and other things. We won't go too far down that rabbit hole, but basically leaky gut, you'll start seeing symptoms in your gut of something being wrong. Now, for the most part, our gut can heal. There's very few scenarios where our gut can't heal to a large degree or almost all the way. The way we make our gut heal is we cut out those toxic foods. no more fast food, no more foods that comes in wrappers, right? We eliminate canned food unless it's like you read the ingredients and it's like an organic green bean and that's the only thing in the can. Okay, well, that might be considered a possibility. We eliminate alcohol, or we reduce it drastically because we're trying to build good gut bacteria, and alcohol kills bacteria. I mean, that's what it does, right? Even in medical uses, it's used to kill bacteria. So anytime we drink alcohol, it actually does kill gut bacteria, and it's not going to discern only killing the bad ones. Sorry, guys, it actually kills the good ones too. So we need to eliminate those types of things. We also need to eliminate as many toxins from our environment as possible, because our body takes those in through our skin, through our air, through our foods. So we try to eat organic where possible. Maybe that's really hard where you live, or maybe it's super expensive, it's not in your budget. But if at all possible, we try to eat organic. That just reduces the number of pesticides and toxins we're taking in. We also are going to try to eat foods that promote good gut bacteria growth, which is plant foods. So we want to try and get 2/3 of our plate to be full of plants. Okay, I know that might sound a lot. We're thinking 8 to 10 servings a day of fruits and vegetables. That's probably something you're gonna have to work up to. Honestly, the average American probably eats 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and often those are processed fruits and vegetables. So we want to try and eat as many whole foods as we can, and as many minimally processed fruits and vegetables as possible. We want to try to avoid gluten unless we've talked about it and gluten's not a problem for you. Well, then that might be your scenario. But a lot of people with a hormone imbalance, thyroid problems, gut problems, need to cut out gluten for a time. Maybe it'll just be for the first 2 weeks of the program. So we're not saying you have to get off gluten forever, but that's a possibility. Okay. We also, those plant foods are really going to help our gut heal, because as the good gut bacteria grow and multiply, they will fight off the bad gut bacteria, and they'll become the majority, and that will allow the lining of our intestines to heal and our gut microbiome to become a healthier, happier place in general. Okay. We also need to stay hydrated to help our gut heal. And often, if you have severe gut issues, like you're already noticing tons of food allergies and sensitivities, bone broth is something that can be helpful, because it does help to heal your intestines. We have a few different supplements that we've used in the past to help people heal their gut. L-glutamine helps to heal the lining of the gut. NAC can help you to make glutathione, which is good to help heal your gut. Vitamin C. There's so many good ones that we use to help heal the gut. NAC will help also promote your body to make its own glutathione. Zinc is really good. Oftentimes people who have leaky gut are low in zinc, or their body is not absorbing zinc correctly. And sometimes vitamin D is needed. And almost always I will ask you to take a probiotic, because probiotics have been studied enough to know that there's so many good things that probiotics do for us. Our gut health, our mental health, helps us to be able to process things in our gut, not just our food, but other things, other chemical responses as well. And it helps the connection from the gut to the brain to work better, which then helps everything the brain controls, to work better. So usually I'll recommend a specific probiotic for you that matches your specific nutritional needs or your specific hormone needs.